My parents are forcing me to go to fat camp. Is this legal? I'm 14, from New York, and I weigh 260 pounds. I've always been fat. I was the tallest kid in my class last year, but still massively overweight. And here's the thing nobody wants to hear. I don't care. I like being fat. The only thing it really changes is how I get along with girls, but from my angle, it's a good way to see who's shallow. I think about food a lot. I've dieted in the past, and it made me absolutely miserable. I'm not lazy. I work hard at school. I get good grades. I just don't care about this one thing. My mom cares more than me, but she never really bothered me about it. My stepdad, though, that's different. My dad died before I was born. I grew up alone with my mom until I was 10 and she met him. They got married about 2 years ago. I don't hate my stepdad at all. He's actually a good guy. He makes my mom happy after years of her being lonely. We were really poor, and he's a businessman who makes decent money. So now my mom doesn't have to break her back working 2 jobs. We've never gotten into arguments. We don't fight, but it's awkward in the house between us. We have very little in common. He tries to be nice, I try to be nice, but there's this weird tension neither of us knows how to fix. The weight thing, though. He brings it up constantly. Never in a mean way, but always asking me to go to the gym with him. Always trying to only buy food that doesn't fill me up and is overly healthy. Grilled chicken and vegetables every night. I'm 14. I want pizza. A few weeks ago, we went to the doctor for my annual checkup. The doctor took one look at my chart and launched into this whole speech about eating better. Exercise, health risks, diabetes, heart disease, the whole 9 yards. My stepdad nodded along like he was taking mental notes. 3 days ago, my parents wanted to speak to me. That's never good. We sat down at the kitchen table and they had this folder with papers in it. They talked about the doctor's meeting. Then they dropped the bomb. I'm going to a health camp for literally the entire summer. Early June to mid-August. All of it. My entire summer vacation before high school starts. I looked it up immediately. It's just fat camp. They're calling it a health camp, but it's fat camp. I was obviously really upset. I begged them not to send me. I told them I didn't want to go, that this wasn't fair, that they were ruining my summer. My stepdad said they'd already paid for it. My mom said I was definitely going. No discussion. I don't ever yell at my parents. I'm not that kind of kid, but I couldn't manage the conversation anymore, so I just left immediately and went to my room and cried. I went down a few hours later and asked very nicely, very calmly, if I didn't have to go. They said no. I asked why I deserved such a punishment. My stepdad said it wasn't a punishment, it was an opportunity. I left again because I knew I wouldn't be able to stop screaming at them. That night, I did research. Can they legally force me to go? I'm 14, almost 15. I have to take a plane to get there. They can't legally force me to board a plane, right? I looked up the camp too. The reviews are awful. Nobody actually loses weight there. And even if they did, I don't care. I don't want to lose weight. I tried talking to them again the next day. I explained that I've dieted before and it makes me depressed, that I work hard at everything else in my life, that my weight is my choice. They wouldn't budge. I considered running away for a bit, but I'm not stupid. I have nowhere to go, and that would just make things worse. So I told them I wouldn't physically fight them, that I'd get on the plane. They took that as me suddenly being okay with it. They started acting all excited, talking about how proud they'd be when I came back healthier, but they misunderstood what I meant. I'm not fighting them because I have a different plan. I've been doing more research. I found out that fat camps have to follow certain regulations. They can't force you to exercise. They can't restrict food below a certain caloric amount. They have to allow phone calls. I'm leaving tomorrow night. I'll get on that plane. I'll check into their stupid camp. And then I'm calling Child Protective Services. I'm reporting them for forcing me into a program I don't consent to. I'm 14 years old and I have rights. My parents think they won. They have no idea what's coming.